Hey guys, welcome back to math class. I hope you're having a great week. Thank you for joining me. This week we're going to continue talking about multiples of 10. So last week we had a start with that, and we found out that a multiple is when we have one number over and over and over and over and over again. And some multiples are very friendly, like the multiples of 2. Most first graders can count by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8. You guys keep it going. Most first graders can count by multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Good job. And of course, most first graders are excellent at counting by multiples of 10. Which is what I have today. I have some towers of 10. And what I want to talk about is our learning target. I want us to make sure that we are noticing the relationship between the number of groups we have, in this case the number of towers we have, and the number of cubes in the whole group, because there's a very important relationship there that will help us in mathematics our whole life. So I'd like you to take a minute to look at my towers of 10 and just say out loud, sorry that these guys are a different color, they got faded. How many towers of 10 do you see? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 towers of 10. If there are 5 towers of 10, how many cubes are there in all? Take a minute to figure that out using one of your strategies. Okay, I'm going to take a second to go over to a table. We used a lot of tables last week to really organize our thinking and illustrate this relationship between the fact that there are 5 towers and, if you count them by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cubes in all. So I'm going to head over to my chart on my slide. Sorry for all of that. And I am going to add 5 groups. Notice I've changed our headers a little bit today, for a total of 50 cubes. Now I'm going to spin the tables on you. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Let's go back to our camera. 5 groups is 50 cubes. Or 5 people with 10 fingers is 50 fingers. Let's do it backwards this time. Check out this mess. I'm not going to make you count this jumbled mess on the video. I am going to tell you that this is 30 cubes. And I want you to think about what you know about the multiples of 10 and tell me how many towers of 10, how many groups of 10 am I going to be able to make? I have 30 cubes. I'm going to let you think about that for just a second. I'm going to flip back to my chart real quick. So far, I've been starting over here and putting 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, and so on and so forth. But I don't know how many groups this time. So what I do know is I know what the total is. So if I were filling out my chart, my number would actually go over here first. I'm sort of going backwards. Okay, let's go back and see if you guys know what the answer is. Okay. So if I have 30 cubes, and this is what, wish I had a fast forward on this, but I really don't. So stick with me for just a second. That looks about right. Double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I have 1 tower of 10. You want to make a guess as to how many cubes I still have left to organize? All right, let's organize another group of 10. There was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure those match, that they're congruent or the same shape and size. I'm going to take a guess as to how many jumbled cubes I have left. So I've made 2 groups so far. Do you think I can make 1 more group? 2 more groups? 3 more groups? What do you think? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at the pink on my hands. 9, 10. So funny. All right, were you able to guess that if we had a collection of 30 items, we would be able to make 1, 2, 3 groups of 10? If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. Let's head back over to my chart. So we knew that there were 30 cubes total, and we were able to make 3 groups of 10. For your task today, after you watch this video, you are going to be solving a backwards problem. That means that you are going to be given a number, the big number in all, and you will have to figure out how many groups there are. Let me say that one more time because it's late at night at my house and that came out kind of jumbled. So it will be a story just like this one. You will know the total number, and you will have to use either this table or another strategy to figure out how many groups of 10 you can make. Remember, you can record your work using the scribble tool, by typing your work, or by taking a photograph and with the insert picture tool, insert image. Lots of my students have been using that, and camera. Please remember, anytime you solve a story problem, that you include an equation and a model and also the unit. And for our parents that need a little reminder about what those things are, the equation, of course, is the number sentence. Blank plus blank equals blank. The model is a picture that represents our math. It could be this table. It could be a number line. It could be 10 frames. It could be a picture. It could be a hundreds chart. Anything that's in a picture form that shows that we understand the number relationships. And of course, the unit is what the story is about. If it's about Hershey cups, Hershey Kisses are the unit. If it's about giraffes, giraffes are the unit. In this case, we just solved a problem about cubes, so cubes were the unit. All right, guys, good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.